What's going on, all my gladiators? Back to you with another episode of The Black MacGyver. And I want you to remember, I can't make this up. So I got a pretty good one for you today. This one is how to hardtail almost any motorcycle with little to no money. Okay? So my 5 steps on how to hardtail any motorcycle with little to no money at all. Okay? These particular bikes, they're 1983 Yamaha XJ 750s. Don't judge my mess right now, okay? I'm just, I got a bunch of stuff in this little garage, so, I'm doing my best. So if you can all do me a favor and hit the like, and please comment with any questions or any observations that you see or anything that you have some questions on. Leave a comment and ring the notification bell so you know whenever your boy is doing something. Because like I said, you all are my gladiators, man. For you who are in the DIY lane, I'm gonna help you become better. Okay. This just happens to be some motorcycles I was just tinkering with in my free time. So, all right. First and foremost, okay? This is a stock motorcycle right here, okay? This is stock. All right, so you see this mess here, So you want to get from here to here. Look at that. Just gorgeous, right? All right, so your number one step is you're going to have to take all this off first. All right, make sure you're safe. If your bike has this type of kickstand where it just kind of, I call it a motorcycle prop, where it props the motorcycle up, cool. If not, get you a motorcycle jack so you're safe, the bike doesn't fall on you, etc., etc. You can wrench on it without it tipping or anything like that. So first, prop your motorcycle up, man. All right? But that's first. That's not step one. Step one is remove this obstruction. All this. All right? All this. And if you don't, kidding, kind of cool, right? Hey, that'd be for sale if somebody wants it. Little sissy bar, $100, you can have it. It's got the middle finger up. You can turn it around just in case people got something to say. Look at that right there, But, all right, so first, get rid of all this, your shocks, this right here, everything. The plastics, all your wiring, just disconnect it. If you got a place to where, it has these little things where they just disconnect them, all right? Disconnect them until they're the point to where they're just safe. Get you some electrical tape, get them all buttoned up. So step one, take all that off. Then you'll be left with something like this. All right. So this was something like that right there. All right. So it should look something like that with the exception of that fender. That's, this is almost a finished product. All right. Step two, go to Lowe's, Home Depot. Get you a piece of angle arm. All right. Make sure it's really, really thick gauge. I mean, this is like, I don't remember the gauge of it, but it's very strong. Like literally, the world's strongest man can't bend this. I mean, Superman would have trouble. He would be sweating, for real. So you want something like that, okay? So step two, get you some angle arm. You want to have your material, if you need a drill, everything, because you're going to have to drill some holes in this in order to, to mount it properly, And with this, I didn't do a whole bunch of fab work. The only thing I did was cut this off, which we'll get to next, which is step three. Well, step three is establish your ride height, okay? So I wanted mine low because I like the look. Now, you can go any way you want to go. You don't have to use angle iron. I'm sure there's plenty of other materials out there that are just as strong as angle iron. And if you have somebody that's a really good fabricator, they can probably fab you something that maybe like, you know, that would look similar to the shock, where you can use, you know, these, you know, to kind of make it look a little bit cleaner. The reason I used angle iron is because in the future, I plan on, you know, having some LEDs for turn signals, like LED turn signal, LED turn signal. Once my brackets are finished being made, I'm gonna take this whole glob off and kind of have something for, you know, have my LED stoplight right here, like kind of like maybe like that thick, to where, you know, somebody could really see it. Then turn signal and turn signal on the other side. Okay. So step 3, establish your ride height. I know I'm kind of adding on to things, but step 3, establish your ride height. Okay. Step 4. Now, this is probably the most important. Once you get your ride height, and I got this piece of angle iron off for a reason. Once you got your ride height of how low you want your bike or how much you want your wheel to tuck, you're going to want to measure from here. This is a strut mount here and a strut mount right here. So from here to here, the center of the hole to the center of this, you're going to want to measure, because you're going to want to know how long to cut your angle on so it's not sticking out and it doesn't look like horrible. Like this actually looks like it came like that. All right. So step 4 is measure. Once you have your measurements, you have your ride height. Don't let the tire up yet. All right. Don't let the tire come down yet. This is very important. While you got your bike propped up, lift it up, ride height, measure. You're getting ready for your angle iron. Now, with the tire down, don't cut it with the tire up. Get yourself a grinder, and, you know, it's whatever look you want, you know, whatever you plan on doing. You know, if you want to cut off more, I mean, or less than I did, because you have a better idea, you know, if you want to cut it here and then you might have something, whatever, you know, you're going to want to cut this off once you got your ride height. All right. So once you get your ride height, bam, cut it off. Now you don't have this big ugly piece of metal. Reveal that tire more. Now you got this, you know, just plan on how you're going to do your fender so water and rocks don't kick up on you while you're riding. Beautiful. All right. Drill your holes in your angle iron. All right. This is all part of step 4. Drill your holes in angle iron, and then go ahead and mount your angle iron. All right. And finally, step 5 is going to be mounting your fender, getting all your lights to work, your plan on what you're going to do. See, this is a more completed project. All right. And you kind of see I made myself a seat. Don't judge. You know, I was just working with what I had, because the whole purpose of this build was to do it with little to no money. I'm talking, I think I only spent $30. No, not even $30. But wired the turn signals in. As you can see, stoplight works. Everything works. Okay? Everything works. And you see my fender, you know, tires. I got my license plate covered up because I don't want you guys to know where I live at. But got everything wired in. Everything works. See? You know, so the step 5 will just be, you know, the creative things that you all can come up with. You might want a Springer seat if you live in a place that's not like, that doesn't have good roads, which is probably 95% of America. They just, you know, they get messed up over time. They warp, and then you might road construction. So some older gentlemen, you might want a Springer seat, because these things ride rough, but they are awesome. So recap, step 1. What was step 1? You want to take all your stuff off the stock. If Once it's stopped, take all your stuff off. Get all this plastic and fender and shocks and everything off, okay? Step 2 is, step 2, let's see. You're gonna wanna go and get yourself some angle iron or whatever kind of material that you have. All right, so whatever kind of material you can find, get anything, bam. Get yourself some angle iron or something that's strong enough that's gonna be able to hold the weight and all the pressures and friction and all of that good little science jazz. All right. Step 3, you're gonna want to cut your tail off. All right. So the tail of your thing, you're gonna want to cut it off. Cut it off. Get it to how you want it, to where it looks good to you, everything. And I'll throw in. I probably put this in step 4, but I'll throw in. We want to establish your rod height. Okay. So step 4 will be getting your angle iron mounted, cutting a hole for it, cutting a hole for your angle iron, measuring properly, and making sure that it's to the rod height that you want. Okay. And step 5 is just putting everything back together. Whatever kind of creative concepts you all can come up with. Listen, gladiators, this is fun. This is something that you can make it a hobby. You can just do it, for fun, and people will appreciate it. I've got more looks on this bike right here than probably your 2022 Hayabusa does. You know what I mean? Because it's just so low. You look like, it just scrapes the ground. So it's cool. Well, it doesn't scrape the ground, but it's very small. But again, step 5, get your fenders, your turn signals, your stoplight, whatever you plan to do with your seat, bam. And then, wow, you got a beautiful bobber / rat rod / something just different, unique, cool. It's old. It's part of you, So, once I got more videos coming on this one. I got some things coming up. So, tune in. I'm going to be doing some more stuff with this particular bike right here. Once all the parts come, I'm going to be finishing this one up and this one too. So, please, guys, help me out and, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, you can't lose because I'm going to be giving a lot of different kind of content, everything. I can do just about everything there is to do. I can work on cars, motorcycles, houses. I have a lot of things that I can help you all sharpen you all skills on. Okay. So hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in for more. And remember, gladiators, I cannot make this up. Peace.